So as everybody knows that our course has been divided into total 5 sections. As of now, we have completed the section 1, in which we have discussed about like SAP S/4HANA overview, that is introduction to SAP S/4HANA, like what is SAP S/4HANA, what are the business benefits of SAP S/4HANA, and what are the deployment options of SAP S/4HANA, what are the different implementation scenarios of SAP S/4HANA. These are all the what are the SAP S/4HANA key features. Okay, these are all the different topics what we discussed as part of introduction to SAP S/4HANA or SAP S/4HANA overview. And after that, we have discussed about SAP HANA database overview. And after completing SAP HANA database overview, we also discussed about SAP Fiori overview in our yesterday's class. So this is what we have discussed as part of the section 1. And in the today's class, we are going to start the section 2, or the unit 2 or the part 2 of the course, that is master data. So under section 2, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss the concept of business partner, and also we will discuss about the material master concept. So the business partner concept and the material master concept, or the material master approach in SAP S/4HANA, or the business partner approach in SAP S/4HANA, we'll discuss these two areas under section 2, which requires close to 7 to 8 hours of time. Probably sometimes it can go to 8 hours as well. Okay, minimum we require 7 to 8 hours of time to complete, to understand the business partner concept and the material master concept. And the business partner concept and the material master concept is very, very, very important, and also I can say that it is the fundamental basis. It is the fundamental basis. These two are the fundamental basic things in order to get into SAP S/4HANA, or in order to understand SAP S/4HANA. So why? Because there are many changes. There are many changes with respect to the customer master, vendor master in SAP S/4HANA, and not only that, even from material master perspective also, there are many impact, like there are many simplifications applied or applicable for the material master as well, in terms of removal of the tabs, in terms of removal of fields, in terms of addition of the fields, or in terms of extending the field length, or in terms of custom code analysis, or in whatever the way you look at, everywhere there are many changes, or many impacts on the business partner and the material master in SAP S/4HANA. So as part of that, in the today's class, we are going to start business partner concept, or the business partner approach. So that's what we are going to discuss for coming 3 to 4 sessions. Okay, and before I start explaining like a business partner approach, or the business partner concept, or what is the business partner conversion, or what are the prerequisites to get into the SAP S/4HANA business partner. So before we talk all these things, I just wanted to take your inputs. What do you know? What is your understanding, or what do you think about business partner? So we'll have a small interaction for a couple of minutes, and then I will start from my end. Okay? Can one or two team members, can you just explain me what did you know about the business partner? What is business partner?
Chris, the business partner, previously we had the customer, vendor, bank, different business partners in the SAP system, in the prior to HANA or before that, right? In the HANA, probably the business partner concept was there already in the system. If you look into your ECC, there is a transaction code BP where you can go ahead and create the business partner. So all of the different partners, like customer, vendor, bank, or any of those things, are combined as a business partner within the S4HANA landscape. That is pretty much that much I know.
Very good, Krishna. Like you have like enough idea about SAP business partner. So anyone else, like one or two more team members?
Yeah, business partner concept actually, so we have it in SAP GTS as well. So I believe in S4 HANA also, so we have the T code BP, and then you can create the business partners with different groups. There is one setting, so you can differentiate between customer master, vendor master, everyone in one transaction instead of going to multiple transactions like ECC. And one other question, actually, if we have all the master data in ECC, and when we have to migrate all the data into S4 HANA, did SAP give any easy thing to do, or do we need to go with the mapping of the fields and just like data migration from scratch? How does it work?
And no, basically, as part of okay, it comes under data migration, or it comes under business partner conversion process. Okay, basically, before you migrate, it's actually we will discuss this section, or we will discuss this topic as part of the fourth session. Today is the first session for the business partner, right? So from now, the fourth session we will talk about that. But still, so before you migrate the data to SAP S4HANA system, what you need to do, you have to convert all our SAP ERP customers and all our SAP ERP vendors to the business partners in the ECC system itself. Okay? In SAP ERP and SAP ECC system itself, what you need to do, you have to convert all our SAP customers into the business partner. You have to convert all our vendors into SAP business partners by assigning specific roles, or by extending like purchase organization level, or by extending the sales organization level, whatever it is required, we need to convert first. And once you convert the business partners in SAP ERP or ECC itself, then we'll migrate the data to the SAP S4HANA. We'll have like, it's not like in a simple concept. It takes at least, I told you, right, 4 to 5 hours of time we need to spend for the SAP business partner. We'll discuss Shankar that. Okay. Anyway, so whatever the answer so far you have given me, that's correct. We do have like SAP business partner. In other words, okay, let me explain from my side. SAP business partner, it is not something new which is available in SAP S4HANA itself. It is not a new concept. SAP business partner is not a new concept which was like all together new in SAP S4HANA. But basically the SAP S4HANA, SAP business partner. SAP business partner concept originally it was derived in SAP CRM. The very first time SAP introduced a business partner concept in the CRM itself. Okay, from there SAP expanded. SAP started utilizing the business partner concept in SRM and in FSCM, like financial supply chain management, or in SAP GTS, or wherever it is, SAP started using a business partner concept. Like basically, SAP started expanding the business partner concept to all the new dimensional modules like GTS, SRM, CRM, EWM, wherever it is, they started expanding the business partner concept. But till that time, the business partner concept was not mandatory. Like though it was using like SAP GTS, like after what happens, like when you use SAP business partner, SAP CRM, what happens? Your ECC system is connected with SAP CRM, or your ECC system is connected with SAP GTS. or your ECC system is connected with SAP SRM or EWM, whatever it is. So though it is connected, but when you look at SAP ERP or when you look at SAP ECC, the business partner concept was not mandatory. The business partner was not mandatory in ERP or no ECC. But if you think about, if you consider SAP S4HANA, it is mandatory to use SAP Business Partner in SAP S4HANA. Though it is not the new thing, but it become mandatory in SAP S4HANA to use the concept of business partner. So now I will explain why SAP made it mandatory, or I will explain you what made SAP to think about business partner in SAP S4HANA rather than using the customer or the vendor. So if SAP is recommending, or if SAP is forcing use the business partner concept, if SAP is forcing to use the business partner concept in SAP S4HANA, so that means there are some limitations with our SAP, like customer and vendor, right? You agree with me? There could be some limitations. The customer vendor object model, or a customer model or vendor model in SAP ERP, there could be some limitations. Due to the reason that there are some limitations with SAP ERP or ECC customer vendor object model or customers and vendors, SAP might have suggested to use business partner concept only in SAP S4HANA. You agree with me? It could be possible, right? Otherwise, if there were no limitations, if there are no limitations for SAP ERP customer or ERP vendor model, SAP doesn't need to change. SAP doesn't need to like introduce new thing. SAP might have continued with the same kind of thing. If you want to use, you can use the business partner, or SAP can tell you can use the customer or vendor. But now SAP is not saying that. SAP is not recommending that. Now SAP is recommending to use like SAP business partner in SAP S4HANA. So we need to know why is it so. Okay. So the reason could be like if you think about SAP ERP, or if you think about SAP ECC, there are like some redundant object models like customer or vendor. Okay, customer master or vendor master. So here what happens, if you think about customer, or if you think about vendor object model, or if you think about the customer master or vendor master in SAP ERP or SAP ECC, you know that we can only maintain one single address for the customer or for the vendor. You agree with me? We have only one option, or we have only option to maintain one single address for the customer or vendor. You cannot maintain multiple addresses. If the customer is having multiple premises or multiple locations. If he belongs to the multiple locations or multiple premises, we do not have the provision of maintaining like multiple addresses for the customers or vendors in SAP ERP or ECC. So that is the first drawback, or the first limitation which was identified by SAP. Like maybe SAP might have received the feedback from all the different clients or other different companies. And also, like you know that most of the times, even like I have encountered, or I have come across 2-3 clients where they have the customers, they have some customers who also plays the role. They have some customers who also plays a role as vendor. Did you see that situation? In some cases, a customer can also play the role as vendor. It's possible, right?
Yeah.
So, but if you have that kind of scenario, like if you have a scenario where a customer is also playing the role as vendor, so what we can do in SAP ERP, we need to maintain 2 different records. Am I correct? You cannot maintain a single record. You need to maintain one record altogether for the customer. You need to maintain one more record altogether for the vendor. So which is like if you have like 1,000 people, 1,000 members who plays the customer and vendor, you need to maintain 2,000 records unnecessarily rather than one record. Like, like usually you can only maintain one record. You can specify he's a vendor, he's also customer. You can have like, you can give the like different role. You can maintain one record. But in SAP ERP or ECC, since we don't have any provision, what we are doing, we are maintaining two different records, like one for the customer master, one for the vendor master. So that is the like like one more drawback, which is causing like for SAP ERP customer or vendor. And another thing is when you maintain the customer master or when you maintain the vendor master in SAP ERP or SEC, we don't have any like provision of maintaining the time dependency. Do you have any validity options like while maintaining the customers or while maintaining the customers vendors? If your business process owners says that this customer is valid only 1 year or this vendor is valid only 1 year, we cannot have any provision, right, in the customer master vendor master. Maybe after 1 year you can apply like a deletion indicator at the sales organization level or the purchase order level, purchase organization level, wherever it is. But in advance you cannot have any control like specify the time period, and also like you don't have any control to follow the all our transactions based on the validity period. So these are the some of the limitations which were identified by SAP with respect to the customer and vendor object. So like not having the facility of maintaining the multiple addresses, and we don't have any provision to maintain the relationship between vendor and customer if he's playing the same like if the same person is playing the both roles, and also we don't have any time dependency. So these are the some of the limitations which were identified by SAP for with respect to the customer and vendor. So due to this reason, what SAP suggested, what SAP designed, SAP developed a new concept of business partner. SAP developed a new concept of business partner in SAP S4 HANA. That is SAP business partner concept or SAP business partner. Business partner concept or the business partner approach. So now we will discuss, let us discuss about what are the benefits. Like we understood that the limitations of like SAP ERP customers are limitations of SAP ERP vendors. But when I say that SAP introduced the business partner concept, there could be some good things, right? There could be some good advantages. There could be some good benefits by using the SAP business partner. So the benefits, the advantages, okay, the advantages of using the business partner strategic model is if you use SAP business partner strategic object model, the benefits are generally when you maintain or when you create SAP business partner, what happens? Whatever the general data, or before that, let me explain what is the business partner. Okay, let us discuss about the business partner theoretical concept first. Then I will explain the advantages or the benefits of SAP business partner strategic object model. So, who is the business partner? Satya, who is the business partner? A business partner?
A business partner can be anyone who is involved in our business transactions. Can be a customer, can be a vendor, or can be a bank or a contact person, anyone.
Excellent. That means a business partner can be anyone. A business partner can be an entity, or can be a person, or can be an organization, whoever it is participating in our business, or whoever it is involving in our business. He could be playing a role as bank, or he could be playing a role as providing some data to your company, or he could be playing a role as procuring the materials, or he could be playing the role as selling the products, or selling agent, a sales representative, or a visitor, even a visitor who is participating in the business also can consider as a business partner in the business partner concept. So that way, a business partner can be a person or can be an entity or can also be an organizational unit. When I say person, I'm defining like this. A business partner can be a person or can be an entity or can be an organizational unit. So when I say can be a person, he can be like a sales representative or even an employee. Even an employee can be treated. You can treat an employee as a business partner, or a sales representative can be a business partner, or a sales agent can be represented a business partner. A consignee can be a business partner, or a forwarding agent can be a business partner. Or if you say that an entity like a company, like our all our customer companies, you can say like business partners, or all our vendor companies can say your business partners. Or if you are using some organizational units, you can also treat the organization units also as a business partners in SAP business partner approach or SAP business partner concept. So most
So even the organizational elements we are going to create as business partners like plans, company codes.
not in SAP S/4HANA, but in general I'm telling, but in SAP S/4HANA, SAP organizational units we are not creating as a business partner. In SAP
Okay.
S/4HANA, we are not creating the organization units as a business partner, but in somewhere else we do that. But in SAP S/4HANA, we treat customer as a business partner, we treat employee as a business partner, we treat forwarding agent as business partner, we treat a bank as a business partner, or we treat a data provider as a business partner. We treat all the individual members and individual companies or individual organizations, not the units. Okay, Shankar? Other than
Yeah.
not the
Okay.
organization units, but all organizations, your customer organizations, your like vendor organizations, whatever the organization it is, everything we consider as a business partner in SAP business partner approach. Okay, Shankar?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now let us discuss about what are the features, or what are the advantages or what are the benefits of SAP business partner strategic object model. So the benefits are let me try to open the screen so that it can make some more sense. So I already received server access. Probably I can share, like I just need to allocate each ID to the each team member. I can do it by tomorrow, okay? By end of tomorrow, US evening time, you will get the server access, okay? So the first benefit or the first advantage of like SAP Business Partner is whatever the general data you maintain, whatever the general data you maintain for the business partner, that general data can be shared with all the roles. Okay. Okay. Let me explain a little more. So now, as of now, you understood that SAP business partner means it's a member or it's a person or it can be an organizational unit. So now, like based on my discussion, based on my discussion, or based on my definition, you might have understood that you might have thinking that you can have one business partner record. You can have one business partner record. If the business partner, if you can have one business partner record, even though the business partner is playing the role as a customer or role as a vendor, right? That's what you understood right now. I hope you already had an impression based on my definition or based on my discussion. You might started thinking that if you create SAP business partner, you can create one record. You can create one record if the same person is playing the role as a customer, the same person is playing the role as a vendor. Am I correct or not?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Then Sanjay, you also can have a doubt that if the same person, if the same record, if one record is created, if one number is created for both customer and vendor, you all might be having a question: how can you differentiate? How can you differentiate from the customer to the vendor? Right? We should be in a position.
Yes.
Should be in a position to differentiate business partner customer and the business partner vendor. Am I correct or not? We need to differentiate, right? If the one business partner is playing role as the customer, one business partner is playing role as vendor as well, then we should be in a position to differentiate one from each other. Am I correct?
Yes.
So then how can we do that? I hope a couple of team members might be knowing, but still I just want to make sure that.
Okay, this is from business partner role.
Yes. So by assigning the role, that means if you are creating one business partner record for customer and also you are maintaining same business partner record for, if you are extending to the vendor as well, you know what you need to do? You have to use two different roles. You have to use two different roles, for one for the customer, even though there is one business partner record, what we need to do? We have to use two different roles. He can have one record number, but he has to assign with two different roles. So that means what? You can maintain two different roles or n number of roles for the same person. You can create a record as a customer, you can create a record as a vendor, you can create a record as a forwarding agent or whatever. So that way you can make all the business partners can be differentiated, like you can be differentiated using the role. So now the point is, whenever you maintain the general data while creating the business partner, so as part of business partner maintenance or with respect to the business partner, whatever the general data you maintain, so that is applicable or that is shared across all the rules. That means if a business partner, let us say that I am the business partner, I am playing the role as a customer, I am playing the role as a vendor, I am playing the role as a data provider, I am playing the role as something else. If I am playing two different roles, if I'm playing 4 different roles, okay, still I can have one general data. Whatever the general data, like my name, my first name, last name, like street or whatever, like the region or post box number, whatever the general data created for me can be used, can be shared all the roles. Even if I play 10 roles, even if I play 10 roles across all the 10 roles, I can have same general data if I want. Okay, that means the general data which is created for the business partner can be shared across all the different roles of that business partner. So that is the very first prime benefit of like SAP business partner concept. And also, as I already mentioned, in SAP business partner concept, a business partner could perform, he can perform different roles, like he can perform the customer role, he can perform the supplier role, he can perform somebody else as well. And also another benefit or another advantage of SAP business partner is one business partner can have, or one business partner could have multiple addresses. Like if you want to maintain, n number of addresses, 2 address or 3 address, whatever the n number of addresses you want to maintain, you can maintain that multiple addresses for the business partner in SAP S4HANA system or in the business partner concept. And another advantage or another benefit of SAP business partner is you can maintain time dependency. You can maintain. I will show you, not today. Let me explain the concept first, and the next class onwards I will demonstrate where to maintain, how to create the business partner, how to extend to the different roles, what to do to get the same number for all the business partner roles, or what to do if you want to have different numbers for the different business partner roles. Okay, how to achieve the same number for all things, what customization need to be done. These are all things we will discuss coming, like 3 to 4 sessions. But today, let me explain the concept of business partner. Okay, so the another advantage of business partner concept is you can maintain the time dependency. You can maintain the time dependency for the business partner, and also the another advantage of SAP business partner is you can maintain the relationships between two business partners. Generally, we don't use in SAP S4HANA. Generally, we don't use in SAP S4HANA, but still, if you want, you can connect two business partners. You can say, like, if you create business partner card for me, and if you have one more business partner card for my wife, what you can say, so this business partner is having relationship with this business partner as wife and husband, or employee employer. So if my manager and me are both are like your customers, or you create business partner records, you can say, so he's the manager and he's the employee, is the subordinate. So like this, you can also maintain the relationships between two business partners. You can specify the relations between two business partners in the business partner concept. And also like using the business partner concept, okay, you can minimize, you can reduce lot of redundancy, or you can reduce lot of time by avoiding, like you can save so much productive time by eliminating all unnecessary, like creating the multiple records for the same person, like in SAP ECC. So these are all the like different benefits, like general data can be shared across the different roles, and one business partner can perform multiple roles, or business partner can have multiple addresses, or we can maintain the time dependency, we can maintain the relationships in SAP business partner, and we can save a lot of time by eliminating the redundancy of maintaining the customers separately in the system. So these are all the different business benefits of SAP business partners, even in SAP S4HANA, even SAP also. Okay, so these are all the like different benefits, and the one more important point what we have to consider, the one more important thing what you have to take into consideration is like as I already mentioned, you can maintain same number. You can maintain the same number for both customer and vendor, or you can maintain two different numbers. You can maintain same number for both the customer and the vendor, or if you want to maintain different number for the customer, different number for the vendor, that also you can do. So that way, what does it mean? It is not mandatory. There is no mandatory, there is no mandatory approach. There is no mandatory approach that you need to use same ID for both the customer and vendor. If you want, you can use, or if you don't want, you can use altogether. You can use two different business partner IDs. So that is one more important thing in SAP business partner concept. Okay. And before getting to the next part, due to the reason that SAP made SAP business partner approach is mandatory, due to the reason that SAP made SAP business partner approach or the business partner concept is mandatory in SAP S/4HANA. You know what SAP did? SAP removed all the traditional transactions, all the traditional customer. 1 minute.
So Krish, now if we are transferring or we are migrating from ECC to HANA, in ECC essentially we have a different vendor number and different customer number for the same. If
you have different customer and different vendor in SAP ECC, and it is up to you. You want to extend. You want to have the same kind of number for your business partner as a vendor, business partner as a customer. Like if you want to carry over that vendor number to the business partner vendor, if you want to carry over the business customer number to the business partner customer, it is also possible. In other words, you can have one number like for both customer and vendor in SAP business partner. Both are possible.
Okay.
So that is, your question is, in SAP ERP, you have one number for the customer, one number for the vendor. That's the same person, but the same person is the same person, but he's having one number for the customer, one number for the vendor. In this situation, there are two ways. There are two approaches. One, in the similar way, the way how you have different numbers in SAP ECC for customer vendors, in the similar way, even though you create one record, even though you create one business part record, but still you can have different numbers for the customer role. For the customer role, one different number. For the vendor role, different number. Or if you have single number, if you want to have single number for both the customer and vendor, you can do that one. Got it right?
Chris, I have a question. Go ahead, Shankar. My question.
Question is actually, let's say if the customer number is like 1001 in ECC, so can we get the same customer number 1001 when we create the business partner in S/4HANA, like through external numbering when we do the data migration? Can that happen?
We can do that, but it is little. It requires little more efforts. Like if you want to have the same thing, okay. Generally, the clients would not prefer to use the same number of ECC in SAP S/4HANA, okay? Because it doesn't make any, it doesn't really require, right? If you want, you can do that, but with more efforts. But if you want to have number assigned by the system in SAP S/4HANA according to the number assignment, number availability, that is easy approach. Because whether you have the same number or different number, when you are using the altogether different system, SAP S/4HANA is altogether different system. It doesn't matter, right, what number you use. Like you all use different organization, different transactions or different tables or different setup. Everything is different in SAP S/4HANA. Then whether you use the same number of ECC or not, it doesn't matter. Am I correct, Sanjeev?
Yeah, yes. But Krishna, let's say coming from that business background, let's say like if you think from the user community, so once, let's say if they are habituated to create any PO or SO with respect to the some specific code, and again that will add that extra training and information to the ground level user as well.
No, actually, in SAP S4HANA, when you migrate, okay. What is SAP S4HANA means? If you are already using ERP and if you are going to SAP S4HANA means, what does it mean? You are killing your SAP ERP. On the top of SAP ERP, you are installing a new system called SAP S4HANA. Am I correct? That's what.
Yep.
But
In other words,
if you go by a system conversion process, then
that is system conversion. The system you are converting your SAP ERP to the SAP S4HANA. That is system conversion, Krishna. Sorry, Srikanth.
no, without losing the existing configuration, that word custom configuration or what?
No, okay. You in system, okay. There are three different implementation scenarios. There are three different implementation scenarios. One, new implementation. In other words, there are three SAP S4HANA projects. One, new implementation. The second one, system conversion. The third one, landscape transformation. Okay, let me explain that. New implementation means it can happen in two different ways. It can happen in two different situations, two different circumstances. One is when a non-ERP, when a non-SAP customer, non-SAP customer, sorry, when a non-SAP customer would like to get into SAP S4HANA, then it is completely, then that project is called as SAP S4HANA new implementation. Clear, Srikanth?
Yes, Venkat. Yes.
Okay. And then for the same kind of situation, for the same kind of concept, new implementation also possible if an existing SAP customer, and he is ready to lose all his custom data. There's a company called Genovus Technologies. They're using SAP, but they're ready to lose all the existing like custom code. They're not least bothered. They're not bothered about the existing custom code, and they're ready to lose everything, and they wanted to come to the SAP S4HANA. Then also you call it as new implementation. Clear? One is from non-SAP to SAP S4HANA new implementation. The second is if the existing SAP customer is ready to lose all the custom code and everything else, and they wanted to implement SAP S4HANA, then also it is called as an implementation. Clear? The first thing.
Yes.
And the second thing is system configuration. Sorry, system conversion. You know what is system conversion? If an existing SAP customer would like to use the existing custom code, they don't want to lose. They wanted to use existing reports. They wanted to use existing all enhancements. They wanted to use existing all modifications, all user exist, whatever the custom code, whatever the configurations or whatever is available in SAP ERP or ECC, they wanted to use all as it is, but they wanted to use the new system. They don't want to lose anything. They don't want to lose any custom code, but still they wanted to migrate. Still they wanted to move to the SAP S4HANA. That is called as system conversion. Got it, Srikanth?
Yes.
And the last one is if the client is having different regional SAP systems, like you know that, right? Some clients can have different SAP system for country wise, different SAP system for plant wise, different SAP system for the region wise. And now they wanted to consolidate. Now they wanted to consolidate all the systems into one central system, that is SAP S4HANA. That is called as landscape. You are changing your existing landscape into one central landscape. You are changing the landscape. You are transforming your landscape, existing landscape, into one central landscape. That is called as landscape transformation. The last kind of project.
Yeah. So the question is, in system conversion, how does the data migration happen? Because customer wants to use same report, same everything, same sales organization, same plants, everything, right? So in that case, will we be having the same master data in S4HANA?
Yes.
How does the data
Yes,
get
you
converted
can
with
have
system
same master
conversion?
data. You will not lose your custom data. You know what happens when you migrate, when you do like data upgrade, when you do the conversion from SAP ERP to SAP S4 HANA, there is something called custom code analyzer. There is a tool called custom code analyzer. So before before you convert your system to SAP S4 HANA, you know what happens? Using the custom code analyzer in SAP ERP itself, in SAP ERP or SAP ECC itself, there is a tool called custom code analyzer. Using the tool, once you use the tool and you select which version of SAP S4 HANA you are converting, okay, in SAP ERP itself, there is a tool called SAP S4 like custom code analyzer. If you use that tool in SAP ERP and if you tell that, if you specify to which version of SAP S4 HANA you are converting, then it execute all the programs, it execute all the reports, it execute everything, and it gives the result saying that these are the programs, these are the reports which will not have any issues in SAP S4 HANA. And again, it gives one more report. These are the programs, these are the reports which will have an impact, which will be have an impact in SAP S4 HANA after conversion. Then, based on that report, as a functional consultant, you work with your developers to take care of all those programs in SAP S4 HANA system after during your conversion process. Clear, Shankar?
Okay, how about master data?
The master data, you can do the regular migration concept. You first need to convert your customer and vendor to the business partners, and then you migrate your business partner to the SAP S4 HANA.
Krishna, I got a quick question. In the ECC, you have a customer different account groups. Okay, you may have 4 different or more or less account groups for customers. Similarly for vendors. And what is the corresponding concept in the business partner side when it comes to account groups? In account groups, you open some fields, you make them optional, you make them mandatory, blah 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 blah, right? What is the corresponding concept here?
Basically, as part of business partner conversion, as part of business partner approach in SAP S4 HANA, you have a responsibility of mapping. You have a responsibility of mapping your ECC like business partner role to the ECC customer role or ECC vendor role to the business partner role. You need to map that. I will show you. Okay. There are two things. There are two things, Krishna. One question asked by Krishna that we will discuss. Whatever the Krishna asked, different roles and how to map with SAP business partner role, that we will discuss in the coming 3 to 4 days, coming 3 to 4 sessions. Okay, that part. And the second question which was raised by Shankar. So we will discuss all those topics as part of SAP S4 HANA implementation scenarios, which is our section 4. Okay, Shankar? As part of section 4, we will discuss about how to do the new implementation, how to do the system conversion, what are the different steps, what are the different activities, what are the different deliverables, what are the different strategies, what methodology we use, what are the different phases, and what are the different deliverables, or what are the different documents we use to do that. All the Excel templates, all the real-time information I will be sharing during the class and after the class in terms of documentation, in terms of explanation. That is our part 4.
Okay.
I told you that is the critical part of training. The critical part of SAP S4 HANA training is implementation scenario, section 4, where we discuss the implementation process, system conversion process, and the landscape transformation process. Okay.
Venkat, you'll be covering data migration steps also, just an overview or something like that.
Yes, there is something called data migration cockpit. I tried to demonstrate that in the previous batches, but somehow system was not able to support me. But definitely I will go through the steps. I prepared a documentation like how to do the data migration. Like, I mean, we have LSMW, right? We have LSMW in SAP ECC or SAP ERP conversions. In the similar way, we have data migration cockpit. There is another tool. Okay, we use that tool to migrate the data in SAP S/4HANA. I will demonstrate that tool as well. Okay. Okay, Shrikant.
Yeah, Venkat, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. So, now what happens? I think we were discussing about the transaction code removal in SAP S/4HANA. Due to the reason that SAP introduced the business partner approach or the business partner concept, you don't need to remember, you don't need to use any all traditional transactions. I mean, there will not be XD01, there will not be XD02, there will not be XD03, there will not be VD01, there will not be VD02.
So we need to write all of them.
All are obsoleted.
Yeah, we can do that. Well, no, we have to write tomorrow. I have to submit.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah. Chalo. Fast, Ashish. Okay, don't do anything. That's fine. Why? That's your.
Okay. So, due to the reason that SAP introduced a concept of business partner, and there will be only single transaction. What is that? The short form of BP. BP is the transaction code. BP, B for business, P for partner. Short form of business partner is the T code to maintain the business partner records in SAP S4 HANA or anywhere. BP. So due to the reason that there is only single transaction code is necessary or is sufficient, you know what SAP did? Okay, let me take a notepad. Sorry. So they removed XT01, they removed XT02, they removed XT03, okay, and VD01, VD02, and VD03, okay, and XK01 or XK02 or XK03 or even MK01, all vendor, these are vendor transaction codes, MK02, okay, MK03. So all these transactions have been removed, or even like FD01, FD02. So those transaction codes also have been taken out, in SAP S/4HANA. Even if you try to use, XD01, if you try to use XD02, if you try to use XD03, see what will happen, what the system is going to tell you. XD03. 1 minute. You see what happens when I click on XD01, what is the message you are getting? SAP.
It is going to business partner mode because you got the person, organization, and group. So it's reverting back to the business partner.
That means SAP S/4HANA system is redirecting. It is redirecting to the transaction BP as the transaction code XD01 is obsolete. Since the XD01 transaction code is obsoleted, SAP S/4HANA system itself redirecting the transaction to the BP transaction. So like this, even if you try to use VD01, let me try. Okay, again redirecting to the transaction BP. So like this, even if you try to use the XK01, okay, that is vendor creation. The same thing happens, okay? Like this, all the transaction codes are all automatically redirecting to the transaction code BP. So this is like another important thing.
Can we view the data in XD03 for the business partner?
Actually, it doesn't require, but you can open, but it doesn't make any sense. You don't need actually. Okay, you can view all the things in the BP transaction code. Okay.
Probably, Chris, my understanding is probably you may be able to translate it and go to the BP and it will give you the new one as you mentioned, but the XT01 would still be available within the system. If you look at the ECC, if you want to create a delivery VL01M, but you can also do it using VL01, even though it is
I
obsolete.
understood. I understood.
Yep.
But you know,
Yep.
it doesn't make any sense. Like it's just for a, like.
I know. Basically, when you are starting new, you try to mix both old and new, right? Yeah, you will be mixing both old and new when you start
So
new.
maybe
Yeah.
during the transition process,
Yep.
they just want to keep few things just like that. But slowly over a period of time, all will be taken out. Okay, all will be taken out.
Yep. Okay.
And one more thing.
So,
Okay.
do we have BP again create, display, and change?
Yes, in the same BP you can have that option. Go to BP. So if you want to display, you can open business partner here, Vinayak. Okay.
Okay.
So this is for open, nothing but display, and you see, like this is like change. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to create this one, you can create a business partner as a person. You can create like let me explain one more time. /n BP. Okay. Now the first thing, create, right? The first requirement is create. Let it come. So now you can create business partner as a person. You can create business partner as an organization. You can create business partner as a group. This is for all these three are for the creation purpose. Okay. And if you want to open an existing one, like display, indirectly display. Open that open book icon and enter the business partner here, and you can open. This is nothing but display. Okay.
And then it's created cross sales organizations or sales areas, or how is it?
And then you need to select the role. We'll discuss in the next 2 sessions. That okay? Next 2 sessions. And if you want to change, this is the change.
Yeah.
So switch to change and display kind of thing. Okay. Once you found it, you can switch different options, change or display. And if you want to open a new one, you can go here. Okay.
Okay, Venkat, here we have the table level also changes, or still there is the same table as per the DCC?
No, like you will not have like all the tables. You can have few tables. That also we will discuss in as part of coming sessions. Okay, we will not have all the tables, but still we will having like LFA1 and some other tables. Okay, Sanjeev. We will discuss about conversion process. We will discuss about the SAP notes required for SAP S/4HANA business partner conversion. We will discuss about what is that table details, business partner tables, and like the corresponding customer tables or vendor tables also. We will discuss. Okay, we'll cover almost 99% of details which will help you to work on the business partner conversion or business partner projects. I will be covering. Okay, don't worry.
Okay. And one more thing, question coming to this master data.
Can you repeat? Say it again.
Okay. Yeah, just one more question I have regarding the master data. So for the material master also, we are using the same process, or we are having the different specific process to create an all?
Means material master, you don't need to convert anything. You can directly migrate your material master to the SAP S/4HANA. There is no conversion process, right?
Okay, let's say if anyone if the person wants to create that new material code, so SMS that this business partner, so it could be the same process or the different process.
Say it again.
Okay, let's say if anyone wants to create new or master material master code in S/4HANA, so if we need to follow the same process or the different process that I'm asking.
No. If you are creating the material master in SAP S/4HANA directly, that's fine. You can go to the same T code. Okay, but there are some configurations. Since the material master field is extended, the length is extended, there is some dependent configurations what you need to do in the system, and according to that you can do the the creation process. But
Okay, so that also we are going to discuss coming session.
What is that?
No, that also we are going to discuss in the coming session.
After
Yeah,
business partner, we'll talk about the material master. Yes.
Yeah, we are talking about business partner now, right?
Okay.
Okay. As I mentioned, we require like close to 3 to 4 sessions for the business partner and 3 sessions for the material master. So we require close to seven sessions for the master data, because it's important basis, right? That we'll spend good amount of time. Okay, Sanjay?
Hi,
Yes,
this is
yes.
Anil here.
Anil, tell me, Anil.
Yeah, so for creation of vendor master, suppose we have, as of now, we have some of the codes like MK1 or XK1. MK1 we are creating only up to purchasing coordination level. And if we are going with XK01, it is going for other organization level like company code and purchasing organization. So idea was that if purchasing a person need to create a vendor, if account section is not providing any details as of now, he can go with MK01. If all the details is there, then he was going with XK01. So similar concept is there in SAP S4 HANA also, or only one T code is there, and
No,
you have to create.
the T code is only one, but here you can extend. So the moment when you select the role, that is CULOVN, okay, the business partner role, then system automatically provides you, okay, system automatically provides you to select, what role. For example, if I select FLCU00, you see, it is automatically showing the company code option. You see why?
Okay.
Because I have selected the FI customer. Since I selected the role as FI customer, the system knows that I need to maintain the company code data. Okay. In the similar way, okay, if I select
Do purchasing stuff. See if we can get the purchasing over here.
To say that purchasing related role we need to select accordingly. Purchase organization details will
purchase
come. Right?
organization will be the company code in the purchase organization will be displayed. That the system automatically propose like dependent organizational level.
Yeah, it is a FLVN01.
You see,
Purchasing, yep.
1 minute. Not that one. Okay, so we'll discuss like, you see, the purchasing organization will be displaying vendor purchasing. So like this, like based on the role what you are selecting, system will propose you the tabs, the dependent tabs in the BP transaction itself. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to
So
stop here.
what are the roles is there that is already predefined, and as a functional consultant, can we allowed to create new role as per business requirement?
Yes, you can copy an existing role, you can create. That also we'll discuss. The next session, I will start like a configuration part. The next session, the whole session is configurations, and then master data, and then I will demonstrate in a couple of customers creation and change and all. And after that, we will discuss the conversion process, the prerequisites for the conversion, what preparation you need to do, what preparatory steps you need to do to before conversion. All these things we'll discuss, later part. Okay. So
Wonderful.
our next class is scheduled. 1 minute. Next class is scheduled on Monday evening US time and Tuesday morning India time. Okay. I think someone is asking question. Please.
Yep, Chris, if you can get the access to that for the BP, everyone could play around. May not be able to create, but at least see,
Sure,
play
Krishna.
around.
By tomorrow,
Yeah,
100%. I'm going to provide
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I already
Just
received it.
one day before the next class, if we can get it, we can sit around for 1 hour or so, so that it will be easier to discuss in the next class. So we don't have to repeat the same thing.
Okay, sure.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Krish. Have a nice
So
weekend.
thank you so
Thank you.
much. See you on Monday evening. Okay. Take care.
Yeah.
Right. Did you get a chance for those
Weekend.
slides?
Sorry. I will share it. By before weekend I will share it. I will definitely.
Okay.
Server access and slides, and there is some
Okay.
dependent documentation that also I will share. Okay. Sorry, I
Thank
forgot
you.
it actually. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.
Okay.
Thank
Same.
you.
See you on Monday.
Thank you.
Tuesday. Yeah.
See you.
Good night.